Hello there, and welcome to the General Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew, and I'll be joined today by Hoodie,
Yo,
Joe,
What's going on, boys?
and Oscar.
Hi.
We'll be talking about a few topics regarding recent events, our own experiences, and whatnot. So, the first topic I've chosen today is about the recent scandal. You can put it like that for the whole PS5 sales and scalpers and bots buying every unit in 5 milliseconds and whatnot, and also the RTX 3080s and 3070s and 3090s out of stock everywhere, anywhere you go. None of them. So, what's your guys' opinion on that?
It's fucked, bro. It's fucked. It literally,
It's fucking stupid.
exactly.
What a way to start! What a way to start!
It is. No,
Yeah.
no, seriously. By the time we're recording this, like 2 days ago, Walmart, at least in the States, they had like these three waves, of like shipping it, right? So you can go and like pre-order it. I think like unironically, the time when the order went live and they sold out was 5 seconds. Like I think that's like the legit time. Literally 5 seconds. So if you didn't use a bot, you were just fucked. Like you couldn't do anything.
Like, you're in America, right?
Yeah, because in Europe, I think
Well,
it launches like a week and a half later or something.
yeah. I mean, you know,
yeah, I don't
I
think in
might
South
not
America.
sound like it. I might not sound like it, but I'm in Brazil. Hello there, everyone from Brazil. Salve a nós. But here in Brazil, a few stores we had pre-orders and whatnot for the PS5, and I think one of the major stores here sold out in exactly 10 or 12 seconds. That's going everywhere. Like you can't buy it. You can't get it. The PS5 is just gone. It's
It's
nowhere to be found.
crazy. It's like a mix of things. Like for starters, because of COVID, all production's like down by a lot. So they probably didn't produce
Yeah,
nearly as many
silicon.
units. And then all these like basement dwellers are like, oh, let me resell it for $9 million, and they had like this bot that buys like a
Yeah.
million of them, and
Yeah,
then
the
you
Yeah,
see them like for
Craigslist scalpers like,
exactly.
oh, I'm gonna buy it in 5.2 milliseconds, and then I'm gonna sell it for $900,000 because why not? I can
Right.
make money
Did
out
you
of it.
see? Did you see that scalper that got doxxed over it on Twitter?
Yeah, that was so
Yeah.
fucking
Oh
funny.
my god. So like,
wait, I
um,
didn't. What's that about?
yeah. So like this guy on Twitter, like a scalper, right? He had like this huge, like his
Yeah.
garage was just full of PS5s, and the whole
Yeah,
thing was
he had like 35
yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
And the caption was like, "Fuck your feelings." PS5 digital edition $900, and then disc $1,100, right? And somebody replied with "fuck your feelings" and had his full info, his address, his full name, his date of birth. Like he had like all the info
Jeez.
about him.
And
Someone just
then it's like,
Oh
oh,
man.
yo,
no,
yeah,
it
and it
was
said like
fucking
PS5 digital
digital
free.
$0, disc
Yeah,
$0.
That
dude,
was
holy
well
shit.
deserved, if I must say so.
Yeah, it's
Oh
happening
my
with
goodness.
everything. It's not even the PS5.
It's
Xbox
not
having
even just the
similar
PS5.
issues.
I'll have my say because I got fucked over by Nvidia. Nvidia itself. Oh, the RTX and the new Ampere cards. Wow, people are going crazy after those, like the PS5, but in a more niche market. I mean, if you're listening to this and you have your hands on a 3080, then hit me up, please. I'll pay whatever amount of money you can offer me. I'm joking, but like, really, nowhere to be found. Like the handful of people that have a 3080 probably got it from bots or sat on a line on Micro Center in America for 17 hours without even taking a piss, and then just like yeah, that's probably what happened. If you have a 3080, if you have a PS5, if you have anything that launched in the past 5 months, then you probably have no life either. You know,
Yeah, you're either
wow.
a multimillionaire YouTuber or a,
You're
you know,
some review tech YouTuber, or
yeah,
you're some madman that programs bots for CIA, and just oh my god, yeah, you
But
don't
then
I
have
again,
feel
we don't have
bad.
much of a life due to COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't have
honestly.
much of our life because we're recording and watching the General Chat podcast. So,
hey,
I feel bad for like for parents during this. Like especially like if your kid wants a PS5 or an Xbox or whatever, that's fucked.
yeah.
Especially with
Yeah,
Christmas
that's
coming up, dude.
hell yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of.
speaking of
But,
PS5, sorry, yeah, go.
Yeah, no. Speaking of PS5, I'm gonna say the same thing as you. You know,
Alright.
just
What games are you guys like
what games
expecting
are
the
you
most?
guys hyped for on the new
Yeah,
generation of consoles? I mean, gonna play your Battlefield 5 RTX enabled at 120 FPS on 4K. You know, what are you
Yeah,
hyped for?
I got two games I'm looking forward to: Demon Souls and Resident Evil 8. These games look pog, guys. I'm not even kidding. Have you guys
yeah.
ever played a like a Soulsborne game before, like Dark Souls or
Yeah,
Bloodborne or whatever?
I've
I have
been
every
like
Soulsborne game.
I've been
Yeah, for
playing Dark
real, dude.
Souls.
Those are so fun.
I've been
You've
playing I've been
I've
seen?
only
playing Dark
completed
Souls
2 though. I haven't
3.
got a chance to finish the rest.
I've
Yeah,
been
no,
playing
dude.
Dark
Have you
Souls 3 for
seen?
like the past year, and I can't beat one specific boss. I just can't. I've been like since 2019.
Yeah, no, dude, it's tough. But I guess I kind of like it that way, to be honest, because then it
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
like an actual like an adventure, I would say, right?
You
yeah.
get so much satisfaction when you finally beat a boss that's hard to beat.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. Have you
Well, you know,
seen?
you casually sit in front of your screen for 5 hours trying to beat a boss. Then your mum calls you, and you're like, "No, mum, I'm playing Demon Souls 8. I'm beating this boss, and I can't do it. I'm going to commit suicide. Please don't commit suicide." Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
that's how you
commit
feel.
game and
I'm going to
True.
commit die because this is just frustrating, and that's how every Souls game feels.
But
And that's
that's
yeah.
what I
I'm
the
like
saying
about it, because I'm a
grind, though. You got to
masochist.
appreciate the grind.
eat good, kid.
Yeah, get
Like, I
no,
went
Get
through
good.
Dark Souls 2 with the same weapon from the very beginning to the very end, and that was the Fire Longsword.
Jesus, dude, I'm
Fucking
too
Mad
brain
Mike.
dead to figure out the item system in Dark Souls. Like, you'll pick up an
Oh well,
item,
I
and it'll be like a thesis paper about why it's good, why it's bad, and I can't be bothered to read it. I just guess if it's good or not. Like,
you know,
Actually, same.
I have every single Dark Souls game with every DLC ever. I've never played any of them. I swear,
what the
I just
fuck?
launched the game and I get this wave of depression just hits me and I'm like,
The
wow,
music.
I'm really gonna sit in front of my computer for hours trying to beat a boss I'm not gonna be able to beat and I'm gonna be angry for 17 hours following the event. So no, I'm not gonna play this. But I still paid for all the games and that's kind of frustrating. But you know.
Because
So you've
playing a Soulsborne game, it shows you how bad you really are at harder games.
Exactly,
The,
dude.
that's why
Just
the
makes
way
you
the
feel
depression overcomes.
like very much like most people I talk to, it makes you feel like a piece of shit. So yeah.
you also said
Nah.
Resi 8, right?
Yeah. I'm a
Yeah,
big
that looks
Resident Evil
great.
fan, but I gotta say, I'm kind of worried about it because here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think other people who've played especially the recent Resident Evils, agree with me. So Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 2, like the remake, those were like such good games. They're like fantastic, right?
Yeah, I
But
played the remake of the 2. I haven't
yeah,
played 7 though. Like
Seven's
I
very
tried
similar.
it.
Like it's
I
first
tried.
person, but
Played
like the
seven.
gameplay's the same.
Yeah.
Like if you
I've
like 2,
played
you like
seven.
7.
I feel like it's a
But
big departure though, right? For the formula. I mean, I guess Resident Evil's been
Like,
doing departures from the formula for a while, though.
yeah,
yeah,
well, I mean, I've played 7, and it's like, wow, nice fan. Not to give any spoilers, but like, wow, such a beautiful. No, you're gonna be murdered, and we're gonna cut off your fingers, and it's really nice.
yeah. But I'm concerned because like the most recent game they came out with, Resident Evil 3 remake, it was a lot more like of an action game, I would say, rather than like a survival
Yeah.
horror game. Which I guess there's nothing really inherently wrong with that. But there's
It's kind
so
of what
many
happened
action
with.
games on the market, while Resident Evil is the really only AAA game I can think of at the moment that's filling the survival horror market. So I really,
Which
really
is,
don't want Resident Evil to go to the
Yeah.
action game
which
I
side.
is
mean,
like
it's kind of what
exactly what
happened
happened.
with it's kind of
Assassin's
what
Creed.
happened with. I was gonna say though, it's kind of what happened with the like Resi 5 and 6 that were
Exactly.
kind
I
of
don't
were
want a
like
repeat of
action
that. Yeah.
movies. Yeah, I mean, with Resi 4, it worked out because the game has just, such a personality. It's just so weird. But then Resi 6, it was just a Michael Bay movie with a few quick time events.
Exactly. But the
Speaking
same
of
thing happened to Assassin's Creed, really, because if you play Black Flag, sorry about that. Oh my god, you're gonna laugh at me. But like, if you play Black Flag or any of the older titles, like up until Syndicate, really, up until Syndicate, you're gonna notice it's a way different concept to the newer games, and I think that's what happened to Assassin's Creed with the new remakes and whatnot. I mean, the remake of Assassin's Creed 2 is really good. It's really great. Like you
oh,
can't
I
say
haven't
otherwise.
played it.
But like Assassin's Creed 3 is just it goes less to the scary side, you know, survival horror and whatnot, and more to the wow, shoot bad guys, wow, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of the horror side, Joe, you had a good horror story like IRL.
Oh yeah.
This
I
is
was gonna transition to
fun.
Joe. He had
This
one hell
story's
of a horror
fun.
story, and
Yeah.
you're gonna laugh at him and at me and at everyone here. But like, the story is
Nah,
great.
bro.
You better make it
is
great.
fucked. No, so
You better
okay.
make it great.
This took place like I'd say 4 years ago, right? And so I was on this camping trip with my friends, right? And it was kind of like a camping canoe trip where like we would canoe out on this river, right? For like a couple of miles. Like we canoed for I'd say like 3 to 4 hours. And then we'd land on like this little island thing and then we'd camp out there. And so while we were canoeing, it was me and another of my friend, right? And this canoe's like full of our shit. We're just canoeing, right? And we're going down the river, and we look to our right, and there's a little bit of like a valley, right? Like kind of cutting out in between the trees, and there's like a picnic table there, right? Like a pretty long picnic table, and we see like 15 to 20 people, right, at this picnic table, right? Which I guess is kind of normal, but here's where the fuck thing comes in. For starters, it's dead in the middle of the fucking woods, right? Like this isn't like where a road is or anything. We're literally talking like dead in the middle of the woods. And there's 15
Right.
people and they're not moving. And this is a canoe, so it's slow as fuck. So we were looking at them for I'd say like 15 minutes, and the entire 15 minutes, none of them moved. They're just standing completely still like mannequins, right? There's nothing on the table. There's nothing anywhere. It's just 15 people by themselves standing completely still. Some of them are sitting on the picnic table, some are standing around it, but they're all just completely still. So at first we're like, obviously we're like, what the fuck, right? And then we figured like, I don't know, maybe because it was kind of far away from us, that maybe they were talking, we just couldn't see it, right? Like a kind of rational explanation. So we go up the river more, and then we circle back because I think we forgot something or whatever, and then we pass the little valley thing again. I'd say maybe 30 minutes from when we originally saw it, and they're all fucking gone. There's nobody there at the picnic table. Like they're just disappeared, right?
Was there
And
any sign of them left?
no, there's nothing. Even when they were there's nothing. They had like clothes on, but they didn't have any backpacks. There's no cars. There's nothing,
There
any
wasn't, like, a
food on the
fire or
picnic
anything,
table or
right?
anything.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
Exactly. And me and my friend, we're like, what the hell? And yeah, that was about it. Nothing else really happened, but like, I don't really know how to explain it. Like, what would you guys explain? Because I'm talking like, there's no paths or anything. This is literally dead in the middle of the fucking woods.
Yeah, you came across like a cold shit, maybe like a ceremony of like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, but
Some
they didn't
weird
move.
cult? Might mean some
Yeah.
weird cult thing. I mean, alright, which state are you in? You don't have to say where in the state, but like, which state?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, that explains everything, you know?
What is it, the
Yeah,
fucking
come on.
Amish?
What
Yeah.
you-
That's like
what
that's
do you-
literally everything.
What do you expect in Pennsylvania? Like, in the dead in the middle of fucking woods in central Pennsylvania? What the fuck do you expect, man?
Nah, I swear,
Pennsylvania
dude.
hate.
I don't. I think it was ghosts, dude, because they literally disappeared out of thin air and they were standing like completely still. When I mean completely still, we're talking like mannequins, guys. Like, I couldn't even see like their chests moving for like breathing. Like, it was fucked. I swear.
You
Nah, mate,
Like,
don't lie
how
to
close
us. You
to
and your
them were
friend were
you?
on psychedelics.
wait.
How
I would
close?
say we were close enough where we could obviously see their full bodies. We could see all of them, but we were far enough away where we couldn't really see their faces.
Right. So if you couldn't see their faces, they might have been talking or something.
No, but like we
were there
were
any
there.
light sources? Were there any light sources around them?
It was in the middle of the day.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought it
How
was
oh, I thought
like
it
in the
was at
middle of the
night. I
night.
thought it was at night.
No, it
I
was the
thought it
middle
was
of the
at
day.
night.
But like, yeah, you
How
would think
pale
they're
was that
talking,
skin?
but like we're in a canoe and we were like in their view for 15 whole minutes and none of them moved at all.
What a long
Jesus.
river. What a slow, long river that is. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
15 minutes?
wait,
How pale were they?
do you actually think they were ghosts?
Well, how else would you describe it? Because none of them
Right,
were moving. Like when I mean moving, I mean like they're not even like swaying, or it didn't even look like they were breathing or anything. Like they were literally mannequins.
right.
And then,
Like, I mean, here in South America, I mean, I don't know. Me and Hoodie are in South America.
Yeah,
I'm gonna relate to this probably. I'm probably gonna relate to this more than him because this is thing. This is a Brazil thing. But like, we do have a very strong belief in spirits and whatnot. I mean, I don't know if you have
I
anything, Hoodie, but
mean,
like,
in the north of the country, maybe. I mean, Argentina. Um, there's a thing that it's called like I think it's macumba. It's like a
oh yeah, we have
weird.
the same thing, macumba here
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Brazil.
It's
We
like a
have the
weird
same thing.
voodoo shit, but like from
It's like
for Latin
it's
American
like
people.
yeah, no, it's a mix of African and it's a mix of a few African religions and Catholicism, and we have
Yeah, right.
like a whole thing to it, and it's just we do believe in ghosts and like spirits and whatnot.
Yeah,
It's
you know, there's
crazy.
where I live,
Yeah,
there's like a big river, but it isn't actually like a river. It's more like a sea, but it's like sweet water, so it isn't like considered. It's
yeah,
big.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
and you know, with friends, you usually go there at night. You know, so you may, like I don't know, eat something, drink, and usually you would like once a week or something, you find like a dead chicken or something that they sacrifice doing like
oh
macumba
my
shit.
god.
Yeah,
It,
no,
it
no.
is
In
like a
my
common
street,
occurrence.
in my street, this is I live near a site for these things, and like by the end of my street, if you turn around, you're always every single week, sometimes multiple times a week, you're gonna see some dead animal or something or some
Yeah,
rice bowl or whatever they offer to the gods. Or
And,
whatever.
yeah,
and that's
it's
just
weird as
It's
casual for
fuck.
you
crazy.
now. That's just casual.
What's
It
that?
is casual. It is casual because like we're so used to it. It's so embedded in our culture. We just go with it, you know. Like
Yeah, you
you
just find a
talking
dead
about ghosts.
chicken without its head, and
Yeah,
that's fine.
like you talk about the ghosts and whatnot. We're just like, I mean, like it's not like I've seen ghosts in my life. I mean, maybe I have, but like, you know, just
Mm.
it's
I
we're kind of used to it here in South America, I guess.
Yeah. Are you guys
I don't
superstitious
know.
then? Like, do you believe in ghosts and the supernatural?
I'm not sure. Like even after this story, like I guess it could have been people, like referring to my story, it
Yeah,
could have been
there
people, so I'm
are
not 100%
explanations for it.
convinced. But I'm not taking the fucking risk. Like if someone has like an
Right.
Ouija board or something and they want me to try it, I'm not touching that shit, right? Because like here's the thing, like if ghosts aren't real, then nothing's gonna fucking happen, so it's boring. But if ghosts are real, we're gonna summon like the ghost of Hitler or whatever,
Right.
and we're all
Better
gonna
to be
like
safe than
die.
sorry.
Oh, then Hoodie is in the chat for a reason. The Argentinian. We're talking about Hitler.
Oh yeah.
I had to
off.
make the joke. I had
Fuck
to make
off.
the joke. I had to make the joke. I'm German too.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
German too. I'm German too. Don't
Yo,
worry.
Yeah, well,
speaking of
everyone who
Argentina,
doesn't-
bro,
for
what
anyone
happened with
who
the
do-
Falkland Islands there, dude? What
Oh
the
yeah,
man.
it's a whole lot of a fucked up story. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, there's this whole thing about Nazis coming to Argentina after the Second World War, as in like seeking refuge, and some of the stories are true. I think Mengele came here, like Joseph Mengele, I think he was called, the doctor that made like weird experiments
Oh
on
yeah,
people.
that was the one who
That was
like
fucked up.
Actually,
tried changing
actually,
his
he
eyes
didn't.
color.
Actually, he didn't go to Argentina. He went
Oh,
to
he
Brazil.
didn't?
He went first to Argentina, but he ended up in
Oh
Brazil.
yeah,
Actually.
he ended up.
Yeah,
I
don't
ended
take
up in
didn't know
Brazil's
that he
glory
went
there,
to.
hoodie. Jeez.
Also,
So,
also,
what was that?
also, Minas Gerais. Minas Gerais is the central state here in Brazil. It used to be a refuge for Confederate soldiers after the Civil War in America. That's not a
Oh,
joke.
didn't know that.
Yeah, it actually is.
Really?
And it's like,
Dang.
yeah, it actually is. If you go there to Minas Gerais, you're gonna find Confederate towns to this day run by Confederate families.
Oh,
That's
geez.
actually true. No one says anything
Huh.
about it, but it's true. It is actually true, and it's crazy.
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like uh, for Brazil was to the Confederates, what Argentina was to the Nazis. Basically, that's how you could
Oh
put it.
man, that's
How
such
did
a
that
bad
even-
legacy.
How did the
Jesus.
Confederates even like like
It's
get a
because
relationship with Brazil.
Yeah,
no,
I didn't know that.
it's because central Brazil is basically got the same weather and everything as southern US. It's basically the same thing.
Oh,
Rivers,
so
lush, lush things and like nice farming lands. It's basically the southern US but in central Brazil. The
Right.
same
Yeah,
thing.
that was actually the same reasoning the Nazis had because we in the central, like west part
Southern,
of our
central,
country,
west places in Argentina. It's
yeah,
basically
it's like
Germany.
it's basically there's a lot of mountains and like it's like the Alps, but
Yeah,
in
it's
not.
basically southern
So yeah,
Germany, but like in South America. And it's the
yeah,
same
yeah,
reasoning why the Confederates came here to Brazil. And also because Brazil, by the time of the American Civil War, Brazil was an empire. So, like, we really didn't give a shit about, slave owners and shit. We still had slavery here. We actually abolished the slaves in 1899. 1899. Winston Churchill
dang,
was
bro.
alive. He was alive. Some people in my family, my great grandfather, he was fucking alive by the time we abolished slavery. Slavery. That's
I
crazy,
I never knew this. That's crazy.
This has turned
there's
into a
a,
history lesson now.
yeah.
Exactly, bro.
This is
This
a
is
whole ass
This turned
history
insane.
into
lesson.
school real
I'm loving
quick.
this.
History of Brazil, dude. Oh my god.
South American history with the South Americans. Me and Hoodie,
Now
we
this
should hate each other, but we don't because he's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot
now
of
this
beef
podcast is
between Brazil and Argentina.
educational content.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
guys.
can
While you're
Yeah,
track
home
but
from
this.
like,
school, just listen to this.
yeah, like Hoodie and I, yeah, I'm from Brazil, he's from Argentina, and like Brazilians and Argentinians hate each other with a passion, not
Yeah,
because of politics, but because of football, soccer.
Oh,
That's why
really?
we
Of
hate
all
each other.
things.
yeah.
Yeah, Maradona and Pelé.
Remember
Well,
that
that's a
time?
death battle. That's a
Remember
death
that?
battle.
Remember that one time that Brazil was like 7-2 against Germany?
Seven. Yeah,
No, two
Sechon.
seven.
Sech,
Yeah,
Sechon. Wow,
get
this is
fucked.
gonna be, yeah, fuck.
Hmm.
It was in the World Cup in Brazil. Brazil was eliminated by Germany by 7 goals
Yeah, I mean
to
you
1.
Oh
you
my
two
fucking
probably don't know. I
god.
mean, at least Joel doesn't like
I
know a lot
cried.
about
I
soccer.
literally cried. I was 11 and I cried when that happened. I swear. I was in my
That's
grandma's
fucked.
house with my family and we were watching the game and then Brazil kept taking goals and goals and goal after goal and then I just started fucking crying. It just
Dude, I
oh my
was
god.
laughing so hard. I was happy. I was so happy when that happened.
I wasn't. I cried. Oh my gosh.
Because I think Argentina actually got eliminated by Brazil in that. Like,
I think they did. I don't
yeah.
know. I think you
Well,
did. I think you
karma's a
did. I'm
bitch.
not sure. But
Speaking of
speaking
critical
of
damage,
football and damage,
yeah.
we had a
Speaking of getting
topic
fucked in the
for
ass,
today. We had a topic for today, and it's dumbass injuries because you're a very
yeah.
smart person. So, what are some of the worst, most stupid injuries you've caused yourself, or someone's caused you, whatever?
Yeah,
I've injured
I have
myself
one.
so many times snowboarding. It's not even funny. Every
Oh,
single
snowboarding.
year, I always get at least one major injury. 2 years ago, I smacked my head against a tree while going down a mountain.
Ah,
There was that. Last year, I like twisted my arm or whatever because it got caught in the snow, and like I kept moving, and then yeah, like, well, no, 2 years ago, and then 1 year ago, then last year, then this was not really, I wouldn't consider like a full injury, but this almost broke my entire leg, so I'm going to include it.
Oh, fuck.
This is the worst one, I would say. So if you guys don't know, on these like ski and snowboard mountains or whatever, if it's cold enough to snow but it's not snowing, they'll bring something out called a snow machine, which will just artificially make snow to cover the mountain, right? But there needs to be pipes underground that you attach the snow machine to produce snow, and these pipes are always there. They don't move the pipes. And this mountain I was on was kind of like a shitty ass mountain. It was cheap to go on, but it's cheap for a reason. And one of the snow maker pipes was dead in the middle of the fucking trail. And these pipes are made out of metal, right? And it
Oh,
was way
okay.
Yeah, you see where this is going. So it was at the pipe was at the bottom of the hill, like a little small hill on the trail, and I'm going really fast down, right? And I go on top of this hill, then I go down, and I notice this just gray blur in the center. I don't know it's a pipe. I don't even know what it is. So I like move. I try to move out of the way, but I'm not quick enough, and this pipe slams into my right kneecap, right?
Oh fuck.
And I
Holy
fall
shit.
over and I smack my head against the ground, and I swear for like 10 feet I just skid down my whole, because I'm wearing snow pants, all like the left side of my snow pants, the area I was skidding on, all got torn up, dude. It was insane. I got like
Man.
scabs all over the left side of my leg because that's when I was gliding, and then my right side of my leg hurt so much for a week, but I didn't break anything, which was the most surprising.
mean,
Nothing
how the
broke or
fuck-
fractured or anything.
That's great, actually.
Yeah, but yeah, I was so close. I think if I didn't move out of the way, I would have broken my leg. Definitely. I got so
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah, my dumb injury story. I think this was like 2014, so a few years ago, 6 years ago. I was like playing with, this like those chemistry sets. Like
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
know those. Yeah.
the instructions said very specifically to not mix anything like on your own. You had to follow a set of like instructions, very specific ones. And
Yeah, no, I
me,
think I have the same thing. I think they sell it in Brazil too. It's like a
Yeah.
box you buy, and then you have a few cards, and then you read them, and there are instructions, and you do little thingies,
yeah,
right?
and you like make colors and shit, and like
Yeah,
with
yeah,
different
it's
like
nice.
sulfur of something, and like yeah. And my dumbass decided to, I want to make something that looks blue, and I started mixing shit. And you have like this little vial thing, like this glass thing that's like pressurized. So you put all the things. I was like mixing it and being all happy. I opened it, and since it was pressurized, it exploded pretty much. Not literally, like it came flowing out of it.
It
and
rushed out
It
of
rushed
the
out
tube.
directly into my face, and it had acid in it, like actual acid.
Oh,
my
shit.
god.
Luckily, it like I had like 3 drops in my face. It didn't hurt, but one of them came into my nose. So I had some acid of unknown origin inside of my nasal cavity, and I started bleeding like a lot. Like half my chin was just red. It didn't hurt, but it was a ton of blood. And well, I ran to my mom. She was like, "Oh, holy fucking shit, my kid is dying," and she rushed me to the hospital. Right. And I didn't know it at the time. I know now. I had like pieces of meat coming down of my nose. Like it wasn't just a cut. I was like losing meat.
Fucking
Yeah, I don't think
flesh
that's
coming
very
out of your
good. I'm
nose.
not gonna lie.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no, it was
I don't
crazy.
think that was a very fun time.
Yeah.
No,
I
it
don't,
wasn't.
I don't think that should
I'm
happen, bro. Not gonna lie.
After
And
hearing those
in the
stories, I feel like a
hospital-
pussy for mine.
I mean,
In the
my
hospital-
story. Oh my
in,
god.
in the hospital, they said like the acid was like eating. I think would be the translation. I don't know. Eating away
like
my
dissolving.
yeah, dissolving
It was like dissolving your flesh.
my flesh, like towards my lungs. It didn't quite
What
reach
the
my lungs,
fuck, bro?
but if I like went to the ER a bit later, I would have died
Oh my fucking
pretty
God.
much.
Oh my
How
god.
could
Yeah,
they
like,
sell
I would
like?
have
So this
corroded
was like a children's
myself.
toy that you can make.
Yeah,
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 no,
yeah.
they sell these
Feels
dangerous
like
things here in
ancient
South
things.
America.
Yeah.
They sell these things here.
They sold like it was a I don't know, something acid that if you use
Hydrochloric
safely,
acid.
Yeah,
hydrochloric, yeah,
hydrochloric.
that's it. I don't know if hydrochloric, it was
HCl.
something
Jesus
chloric acid.
Christ.
And if you mix it in a certain
Perchloric,
way,
something with chlorine.
something chloric, yeah, and if you mix it in a certain way, it will fucking kill you. And I didn't know that because I just wanted to make a blue liquid thing. And all, yeah, that I think that's my dumbest, most stupid injury. I
All right,
could
before
have died.
Oscar, I have my stupid story. Well, I mean, I'm hosting a podcast, so you can safely assume that I like to do things in my life, and I've always been like that. I've always liked to do things, just let me go to my backyard. What can I do in my backyard? I can toss things on fire, and that's something I've always liked to do. Putting things on fire. Why?
Pyromaniac.
I'm a pyromaniac, basically. I'm joking, but like, no, I just really
It's
like
fun
burning
watching them
shit.
burn. It's fun watching them burn.
Yeah, I just like to burn shit. That's basically something I like to do. Oh wow, you're gonna be like, oh, then you're an irresponsible bastard, and you're like, you're right about that. But then again, I have a story. So this was 2017-ish. I was 13 years old. I wasn't too young. I wasn't too old. I was old enough to know what and what not to do when tossing something on fire. I was a teenager. However, as a teenager, I was stupid and I wanted to do shit. So I was burning some wood or something in my backyard or whatever, and like, uh, um, so this is hand sanitizer. How it
Oh
is
no. Oh no.
hand sanitizer where it's pretty much alcohol but in gel. They sell this a lot in Brazil. I don't know why, but like yeah, we have that, and um it's basically alcohol in gel. And I had the brilliant idea to burn that, to burn it. Well, I wanted to toss it in the fire
Like the
because why
actual
not? Why
bottle of.
wouldn't? No, not the actual bottle, but the some of it, the product.
Oh,
So that's what I
right.
wanted to do because I'm a genius, I'm so smart, A 13-year-old me, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna toss that in the fire. Nothing as bad is gonna happen ever if I do that. So I had that brilliant idea. It was a cold day. I was wearing two long sleeve shirts because that's what you do when you're tossing things on fire. So yeah. I grabbed the bottle
¿Qué pasa?
and I was like, so I'm gonna toss a little bit of this. I tossed a little bit of that and it started burning. It made a nice blue flame like any alcohol does. And I thought it was nice. I thought it was neat. I added more. And then
Oh
more.
no.
By the third time I was adding it, the flame, it kind of got up. It kind of, it's a flow of alcohol gel because it's a thick liquid, so it flows up. It flows, it flows down in a stream, but the fire can flow up. And it did. It did flow up. It did it flew up
Who'd have thought?
into the bottle. And it blew up in my face. I was basically on fire for the next minute or so. I literally I literally put myself on fire for no reason. And I was like, oh my god, I'm burning. And I started screaming. And my dad
That's a
just
good
grabbed
reaction.
the hose.
Yeah, you're starting burning.
And
Yeah,
it started-
Oh my God, I'm
I think
burning.
it's a pretty safe reaction. Oh, that's not very good. I'm burning.
and I started taking off my shirt and just, and then my dad just put it out. And then 1 week later was doing the same thing but with more precautions. But like,
I say,
I
you
can't-
fucking
The
idiot.
takeaway. How is the takeaway from that experience? We'll do it.
Do it
but
more.
Safer. How?
Do it
You
more,
shouldn't
man,
do
do it
it.
more.
You caught
Do it
yourself
more.
on fire.
I caught on
God.
fire. Basically, that's my dumbass injury story. And I'm so fucking lucky. I didn't burn anything because I was wearing so many fucking shirts. But my shirt got ruined. That's sad. But yeah, that's my dumbass injury story. Almost injury or whatever. Now, Oscar, what is yours?
Oh my god, this
Yeah,
guy. After talking
these-
about like acid and lighting yourself on fire, Oscar's gonna roll up with like one time I stubbed my toe in the 3rd grade. It hurt a little bit.
Actually, it was the 2nd grade. No. No, it's like really fucking stupid. So it was year 4 for me. And we had this thing called Gala Day where it's like, oh, you go and play sports and shit. I got I was the goalie and someone kicked a soccer ball as fucking hard as they could. It hit my thumb and I'm pretty sure I fucking broke it, but I never went to the doctors. And then someone had the audacity to fucking yell at handball. And so yeah, pretty fucking shitty story compared to the other shit you're talking about, like fucking setting yourself on fire and putting acid in your face.
And in that disappointing note,
And that ends our fucking stupid injury section.
No, actually,
you know?
I have one more. It's probably more
All
stupid
right.
but less damaging. I was sharpening scissors, and then I missed, and I fucking cut deep, really fucking deep into one of my fingers, and
Oh, jeez.
like
Oh,
how
I've done
deep?
that. I've done that.
Like
Oh, it's
how
so
deep?
bad.
Halfway to the
Yeah,
bone.
that hurts.
You touch
dude.
the bone.
I still have the mark as well. But
You can
yeah,
ask me
I'm
questions.
fine now. So
So yeah, that concludes our stupid injury stories, and well, we don't have that much time left, so we're gonna wrap around quickly to our, jobs and expectations and whatnot for the future. Well, this is a little bit of an unrelated topic to stupid injuries and creepy things and PlayStation 5s, but yeah, we need to talk about it because we are teenagers. Now, moving on to a more serious topic, we are still teenagers. But we do have our expectations for the future. So, Lance, what would you say you want to do in the future? Like jobs, career paths, you name it. What do you want to do?
Um, well, this is weird. So like, a job I'm working on now, or I was working in the summer, was as a lifeguard. And anybody listening to this looking for a job, I cannot stress enough, work as a lifeguard. It is the easiest job you'll ever do in your life. At least for me, you get paid around 15 US dollars an hour, above minimum wage. All you do is you sit your ass on a fucking like high tower bench and just sit there for like 5 hours and then you leave. You do fucking nothing and you get paid above
Don't you
minimum
have
wage.
to
I'm
like
telling you,
have some
if you're
training?
yeah, if you're looking for an easy job, do that.
No, but
That's
like,
my advice.
isn't it a little bit unsafe that anyone can be like a lifeguard?
You need to be certified. Like you need to
Right.
pass like a basic. You need to take like a basic
Well,
medical class.
you probably need to take a little bit of a training course and
Yeah.
What I had to do is you need to take a basic medical course, which is like learning CPR, obviously, basic first aid, all that stuff. Then you need to take a swimming test, where at least for me, I had to swim up and down the pool like 10 times, right? Like back and forth without stopping. Then I had to
Well,
do one where they had like some dummy or whatever the fuck in the water, and I had to grab it, take it out like you would do if someone's drowning, and then do the Heimlich and CPR on them and stuff.
no, it's
But
not
then
too
if you
bad.
can do that training well, if you're fit, like if you're not like overweight or you're not like
you
if
were
you
gonna
if you're
say
like in
fat ass.
yeah,
You were
if
gonna
you're
say
fucking
fat
ass.
fat, yeah, you should be good. And then once you get past that hard training, you don't need to do it again. Once you have it, you get a certificate. You don't need to do it every year. You just need to do it once. Like every single time you do it again, they just check to make sure you have like a physical, and it's still pretty much the same. That's it. But then I think it's definitely worth it because for the rest of the summer, you do fucking nothing and they pay you above minimum wage as well.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
that's quite
like
nice actually for a
you
Yeah, I'm
teenager.
telling you, if you're looking for a job, dude, become a lifeguard.
right. So if you're looking to make money, you definitely shouldn't be an artist, like a freelance artist, because that sucks money wise. I should know. I've been I've been sending propositions for works for like freelance stuff, drawing and shit. I haven't got anything since 2018. I had one work, and they paid me like $15, and that's it.
Dang,
And I
you're
got
really good too. You
thanks,
should.
but yeah,
Well, Hoodie
it
is the
doesn't really
lad making
matter.
all the thumbnails and
Oh
art
yeah,
things.
I
This
did
is
the
all the art is this guy.
I did the
What I
Trump
would
This is
do,
one, and what you're seeing now on the screen with the characters and shit. I did that,
yeah.
and I
yeah.
still don't get fucking money. So yeah, don't never be an artist.
do you have like a public Instagram or whatever
Oh,
that you
is
post
it
your art?
shout out time? Can I promote?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's right. So you can find me on Instagram as Mr. Oversized Hoodie. That's all my social media. Yeah.
Why do you
All
have like
right.
a commission link or whatever inside there? Because that's what I would do. Just
Oh
post
yeah,
public
right.
art, and then
I have a few posts. You can message me on Instagram, but I also have an Upwork and a freelancer account under the same name. So if you want me to, if you want to hire me for any art related work, I'm there. And yeah, you can also like comment on the video down below, and I'll probably check it out.
Yeah, someone donate him $1 million to draw some like
Yeah,
crazy
man,
shit.
he's
Come on.
fucking awesome. Please donate money to him. He deserves it. But like,
Oh
yeah,
man.
well, I mean, um, what I have to say related to this is that like, well, I kinda got a job proposition to be an English teacher here at a school in
Oh,
my
that's.
school. Well, I mean, well, okay,
Hey, you should
listen,
take
I've
it. You're.
never.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, but then I kind of got shunned. I mean, it happens. It happens. But like, well, I mean, I got the proposition, sorta. So yeah. But anything. Anyway, sorry. Just well, I'm in Brazil. Not many people here speak English at all. And then those who do speak some macaroni English and whatnot. So no
And then
offense
there's
to
Andrew who
if
speaks in
you're
a
in
British
Brazil.
angle, in a British
And then
accent.
me, I speak some really weird British English, and I've never had an English class in my life. No, I'm not joking about this. I actually haven't. A proper one. No, I haven't. I just learned it by myself because
Yeah,
why not?
actually,
And
same.
I
Yeah.
got that's actually quite common in South America for you to learn English by yourself. We just do that.
Yeah.
And Hoodie,
Yeah.
Hoodie did it
I
too. It's
I
not just me.
totally learned just watching PewDiePie. That's it.
Yeah,
Just-
exactly. Exactly. But yeah, and no, now I'm running a podcast in English, so I mean, this can get you somewhere. So if you're not in America or in any English-speaking countries, if you speak English, try and do something with that, man. Really, like, be a
That's a
translator.
very powerful tool. Yeah.
Like it's a really English is such a powerful tool for you doing anything in your life. If you're gonna join an enterprise as any position, you're gonna get more just because you speak another language.
Any
Like,
language,
wow.
really.
Any
My
language. If you
girlfriend who lives in the States, she's bilingual in Spanish as well. And she could pretty much already like land a job because I know a lot of businesses really value like translators, right? Like if they're, multi-country businesses, right? They really value people who can speak multiple languages. And you don't really need a lot of skills past that. As long as you can speak 2 languages, bam, you're a translator. They pay pretty good money. So if you're able to learn another language, definitely do it. It pays good.
yeah.
yeah, it's a
Being
really powerful
bilingual is a
tool.
really good tool. Yeah.
Well, but anyways, that's about it for today. I mean, I know I'm ending this all of a sudden. I'm sorry, Oscar, you didn't get a chance to speak,
Oh
but
no,
this
it's
episode
fine.
is getting quite a bit long,
I would be
and we
talking
need
for
to
a
wrap it up.
while, so don't worry about it.
No, it's cool, man. But like, thank you for listening to this. Thank you so very much for being here, sticking. If you stuck around to the end, you're special in my heart. Thank you very much for staying around. This was
Yo,
Andrew,
comment
your host.
nutsack in the comments if you listen to the whole thing. I
Yeah,
want to see how
comment
many people
nutsack.
comment. Yeah.
Comment nutsack in the comments if you listen to this very point. So
And well,
this was your host, Andrew.
this was Hoodie.
This is Joe.
This is Oscar.
And thank you very much for listening to our podcast. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.